You wake up, your room is spinning and your head is thumping and you don't know where your wallet is. You're hungover. What now? The romantic origins of the word hangover stem from Victorian England. For the price of a penny, which is about half a penny these days, you, a lucky peasant in the 1890s, could get 5-star luxury accommodation after a heavy night of boozing with your pals. This wasn't a hotel or a boutique hostel. It was actually just sort of bending yourself over a piece of rope by the docks. We have all been there. These days we don't have to pay to do that. We can just kind of do that for free now. And like most stories related to drinking, it's probably not true. Most historians tend to agree that we didn't really see the use of the word hangover until about 1904, with the Victoria era ending in 1901, if you don't remember your GCSEs. And it was an expression used to describe unfinished business from meetings. So, for example, you might say, we've got a bit of a hangover about the new electric trains running to Liverpool from London. Should we pick this up at the next meeting? Alcohol contains trace elements of methanol as well as ethanol, which our bodies break down into formaldehyde and formic acid. These are actually really toxic to us and they can take a long time to break down within our bodies. It takes about 10 hours roughly, which is why you can sometimes wake up from a hangover feeling really good and then you crash mid-afternoon and end up feeling really rough by the end of the workday. Alcohol also decreases the production of antidiuretic hormones like the ones that we produce when we sleep. So we actually absorb less water when we're drinking it in. If you've ever broken the seal, when you've been out on a night drinking and suddenly you have to pee every 5 minutes, that's because our bodies have stopped this diuretic hormone from being created. We all start to get headaches because of this dehydration, and that's why our head can feel so fuzzy and throbbing the day after a night of drinking. Hangovers normally kick in when your blood alcohol content level returns to 0. For reference, in Scotland, if your BAC level is 0.05, you've had too much to drive. There are many factors which affect the rate at which you reach your BAC level being 0. These include your weight, your BMI, your gender, your activity level, and how much you've eaten that day. On average, it actually only takes about one small glass of wine, so a 125ml, to reach the limit of 0.05 on average. Obviously, if you're taller, bigger, fatter, leaner, it will vary. Getting your BAC level back to normal takes a huge amount of metabolizing and uses up an awful lot of energy. This will leave most people feeling tired, achy, irritable, and anxious. If you've ever had the fear, you'll know what I mean. The best way to avoid a hangover is to make sure that you've eaten well and stay hydrated. Keep drinking water while you're drinking alcohol, and that is the only way that you'll tame your hangover the next morning. Leave your hangover cures in the comments below. We'll look into some of them another time and see why they work or why they don't. Thank you.